Igbos in Nigeria, 73% said sometimes or always they were treated unfairly by the government. This is last year. This is the highest rate of any ethnic group surveyed in Africa. In their view, they are sometimes or always treated unfairly by the government.
So it's issue of injustice?
It is a deep grievance, and it's a disconnect from the Nigeria project, as was mentioned earlier. And I mentioned that number just to underscore the underlying grievance that has to be addressed. So amnesty is potentially part of a package, but the disconnect has to be addressed, and the Southeast is a core pillar of the Nigeria project. It comes back to the discussion of its importance. So all of these issues that are being discussed are inherently political. They're being seen through a political lens. For example, infrastructure, development. The grievance is you have a very productive region that is exporting not just to Nigeria, but internationally. You have, I think, Imo and Anambra are number 4 and number 6 for GDP in Nigeria. And that was in 2021, which was a very violent year. So even amidst the violence, three of the 5 states in Southeast are in the top 12 for GDP per capita. Yet there's no seaport. The bridges are not good. The roads are not good. So it is a development and infrastructure issue, but it's seen through a political lens as a political grievance. The same with security, which is you have significant deployment of security forces, yet the perception is the DPOs are not from Southeast. Many of the officers are not from Southeast. They are not necessarily well-versed in the local context, and so they're not performing the role of community security in a way that they or other communities would expect. So that's a security issue, yes, but it's also perceived through a political lens, and it's the same with federal appointments and involvement in governance. So these are development, these are policy, these are economic issues, but they're seen through a broader political lens that they're not being kind of fairly adjudicated. And I think that's really important to underscore. So amnesty as part of a package may be a solution, but the underlying grievances have to be addressed with an understanding of the political perception, how the infrastructure problems, how the economic problems, how the security issues are perceived politically, and what it means to have more representative involvement in those efforts from a Southeast perspective. Yes, it has to be a multi-stakeholder approach. The sensitive issues have to be addressed, and there needs to be involvement of the key stakeholders as this initiative is doing. That being said, in context like this, you might not move everybody over. You might not convince everybody. But where you make a serious effort and where you provide legitimate avenues, you will see a significant reduction in popular grievance that draws down support for extremism and makes it very difficult to operate. So a multi-stakeholder approach doesn't immediately solve all the problems, but it changes the trajectory, and it moves a lot of the public into using or trying to use the legitimate mechanisms again, as opposed to staying on the sidelines or even supporting extremist activity. So it's where you need to start, and it's the direction.
What this man said is truth, because Nigerians is going sink daily basis. Whether the politician, the masses, the security, everything is going down. That's why I say what the man said, if you check it the other side, it's right. And now, check in the Southeast. People that control the land in the Southeast is people in the diasporas. It's not in Nigeria. A whole governors will stay in your state. Somebody from another country or another nation will give order. The governors, the police, and the military, all of them will do what will obey what is the person in outside country said. You see that what this man said is truth. And what is going on in Nigeria now? Look at now, in how many months now? and few months now remain this year end. Na he the president of Nigeria. So import Bianca. Are you getting me? And there's some position now post is given in Biafrans in the own government. And you know that this what cannot happen in this current president. You see that our people say water don pass garri. You know that something is wrong somewhere. Whatever Samaneka said, you see that is the reality. In Southeast now, look at 2 days sit at home, Monday and Tuesday. The day the government workers supposed to go to work and do whatever they want to do. One person say all the whole Southeast, the 5 states on Southeast to do what? Sit at home. The governors, all of them do obey. Listen what the man said. You see that Biafra issue is already very close than the way we see it before. And the government, they are seeing the truth. Look at Nigeria here, insecurity everywhere. North, southeast, west, insecurity. You will see that what the Samaneka said, our prime minister said is, to me, I will not say for others, to me is the reality, it's truth.
Okay, now let us look at what is coming from Obasanjo. Obasanjo is saying that people should not say because the Igbos fought civil war and they wanted to secede from Nigeria, as a result they will not give them presidencies. After all, the Hausas in the past said they wanted to leave Nigeria when they said Araba.
Listen, Obasanjo is an elderly man, but our people say that if an elderly man misbehave, he wouldn't kata. He use basket cover your.
Maybe you didn't get what I said. Obasanjo is saying they should give Igbo president.
No, I want to turn that message to him back. You understand what he say? Use basket and cover your face and tell the elderly man, listen, Obasanjo knew very well that Igbo man cannot test power for Nigeria as a president. He himself is among all the people and said that Igbo man cannot be Nigeria president.
When did he say that?
Listen, when Obasanjo is a president of Nigeria, Obasanjo is among all the people want to bring Igbo man hands down. I can tell you how Obasanjo did it. Number one, he started with custom. And you know that people that control the economy of Nigeria is the Igbos. He's a businessman. And bring those people and use tax oppose the business we are doing. Well, that's what make food is expensive in Nigeria. Why Obasanjo, when he's a president of Nigeria, Obasanjo have the opportunity to allow Igbo man to be a president? What is Obasanjo did? He bring Yaradua to be a Nigeria president. The Igbo man is not exist that time.
Obasanjo is a Southerner and Southeast, the Igbos are Southerners. Obasanjo as a Southerner cannot finish 8 years and Igbo man will go there. I also have to come before Igbo man.
Obasanjo is a West. Since how many years Hausa and Hausa is ruling Nigeria? Obasanjo. The reason why the Fulanis handle power to Obasanjo, they knew that Obasanjo will return power to them. And after everything, this happened. Why Obasanjo, when you want to come out to change law, he can rule three tenor. That's what caused Obasanjo with what his name? Atiku problem. Why Obasanjo don't use that opportunity to allow Igbo man to be a president? Now he said that Igbo man. Did Obasanjo didn't stay when Peter Obi come out as a president? Did the Peter Obi didn't win? Why Obasanjo didn't back Peter Obi to the last as elderly man? When Tulumbu is going to Imo State, as he like Igbo man, why Obasanjo follow Tulumbu to go Imo State? and the person he support, he claims he support fully. Later, because of where they do politics, no country that dem rig election. But for elderly man, why you didn't stand on your feet? I said, this my son, I must follow him, go anywhere he want to go. And he guide this guy and tell how they play politics in Nigeria. That the same Obasanjo is the person that swear that Jonathan cannot go second tenure. What did Jonathan did to Obasanjo? Because selfish interest. Now he's come outside and said that because you know when Igbo man is going, you know that Igbo man is already almost reaching destination. No, he wants to draw Igbo man back again to give na Igbo man a president. It can't happen again. We don't need in advice. Let him own in advice. We are already grow well. The son of Ojukus, the son of our fathers, they are fought for Nigeria. Their children already grow. We know good and the bad. We know where we want to face. Even though tomorrow, if Nigeria unfortunately give Igbo man a president is not what we are looking for again. We need to have our own independence. The Igbo man cannot be a president highest 16 years. After 16 years, Nigeria will still go back for square one. We don't need it. We need a government. We need the government to still continue to in people, to values in people. And the people will come outside in the morning and say, God bless so nation. As Americans that are doing it, you will say American citizens, they will come outside, they will say, God bless America. Because of what? Their presidents, they do it, they value their peoples, they value their commoners. Are you getting? Look at Israel. Israel is fighting war for how many years? Now, if the enemies come, you will see how Israel value their people. When enemies come, what Israel do? Israel go open the ground, their citizens will enter. Are you getting me? Let Obasanjo forget Igbo man or no Igbo man.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lawrence. Thank you very much.